Did we do something different?
I'm traveling insurance.
It says end broadcast.
You always wear the same. You always wear the same color. They're just all
So
one
it
color.
should be,
Different.
what's wrong with that?
There we go.
That's what he's like.
Okay.
She's critical.
It says we're good.
I have it on mine.
All right, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order for the Angola Common Council, Monday, July 21st. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Coffey. Present. Councilmember Olson.
Here.
Councilmember Sharkey.
Present.
Councilmember Dow. Here. Councilmember McDermott. Here.
Request approval of the July 7 minutes.
So moved the minutes. Second.
Just a second, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, minutes of the June 2nd Board of Public Works and Safety meeting is presented for your information. Under unfinished business, we have a public hearing regarding the proposed solid waste charge. It is ordinance number 1780, 2025. And if you would like to speak to this ordinance, we will open the public hearing now. Please make your way to the podium and give us your name and address. Seeing no one moving toward the podium, we will close the public hearing regarding the proposed solid waste charge, ordinance number 1780, 2025, and ordinance amending the Angola Municipal Code, Chapter 8.05, solid waste, $1,835 for the third reading.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Ordinance number 1781, 2025, an ordinance fixing the compensation of appointed officers, deputies, and other employees, and of the police and firefighters of the city of Angola, Indiana, for the year 2026, second reading.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Ordinance number 1782, 2025, an ordinance amending the City of Angola Code of Ordinances, Title 9, Public Peace, Morals, and Welfare, Chapter 9.05, General Offenses. This is the open burning ordinance.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? No. Other unfinished business. I'd like to give you an update on our wastewater chloride issue. Several weeks ago, the chloride working group called our good friend Senator Glick to come in and visit with us. And we basically were asking her advice, the best way for us to proceed with our folks in Indianapolis. Rather, we look for an administrative or legislative solution. She suggested a administrative solution and encouraged us to draft a letter to the governor and the Secretary of Energy and Environment, which we did. Mr. Williams, Craig Williams, was kind enough to write a letter. Amanda Cope and I modified the letter a little bit. We kicked it around for about a half a day with different language, and we finally concluded the letter and sent it off by the old-fashioned way. We actually mailed it. And we also sent a digital copy through the governor's representative, Northeast Indiana representative. She hand-delivered it to the secretary and the governor, so they are made aware of it. Separate to that, the governor's executive order called for IDEM to look for what he determined as excessive regulation or overburdened regulation, which we kind of feel this really fits right down that T. And he directed IDEM to collect comments from users. And they did it through the website. Mrs. Cope, Mr. Gaff, and Mr. Williams all submitted comments to that website addressing our fluoride issue. At the end of that exercise, 1,000 comments had been made to IDEM about excessive and overburdensome regulation. Of those 1,000 submitted, IDEM chose 25 that they deemed worth taking a second look at. One of them was ours. So they are taking a look at it. We're going to reconvene the working group again to kind of figure out what our next step is. We have not heard anything back from the letter that we have written. We will probably follow up, or I will probably follow up with our people in Indianapolis very soon on that to kind of prod them to see what their reaction is. But we're going to get the working group back together and kind of figure out what the next step. So I take that as a very good sign that we might sometime be able to come up with a long-term relief for this, what potentially could be a very expensive problem. We were estimating the fix that IDEM wanted us to use at $10 to $20 million. Yes, very much of a burden and a huge issue for us to overcome. So we are working on this. We got some good news that out of 1,000 comments, 25 were selected, and we were one of them. So hopefully we'll be able to move forward on that.
Mr. Mayor, I have a question.
Sure.
And then this is, I mean, I have an answer for this. They're asking for public comment, but if nobody knows that they're discussing this.
Well, therein lies part of the problem.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just stupid. I mean, I know we're supporting, but the average person in Angola had no clue what was going on.
I just happened to be at a lunch meeting with the northern director of IDEM. And he mentioned, this was on a Thursday, he said, hey, they're taking public comment if anybody wants to make comment. By the way, they're due Monday. I mean, that's how quick of a turnaround. Jeff was quick enough to get it in, Craig was quick enough to get it in, Amanda was quick enough to get comments in and get our issue
I mean,
registered.
you'd be even more substantial if you had other people
Yeah.
who are affected by this chloride issue, been able to make a comment.
Yeah. I think we did just fine.
Okay.
I really do. I think we did.
that was just-
The three that were submitted were very intelligent, very well written, and right to the point.
Even
and very.
Amanda's?
Of course,
One was selected.
I'm going with Jeff.
Amanda, have we gotten any more pressure from IDEM as far as doing this? Have we heard anything from them at all?
Probably more of a Jeff question on the permit.
So we're still in limbo as far as what action they may take, and
They have not said nothing that I'm aware of.
Would you get notified?
I would hope so.
No, I'm not being silly. I mean,
Just to refresh everybody's memory, our permit has expired.
Yeah.
We chose not to renew it because of the language that was in and the requirements in that permit application. We did not sign it. We are operating without a permit right now. So technically, we're just continuing on with the permit that we had. But, you know, that was the last we heard was you don't have a permit.
there's no threats of fines or anything at all,
Now, anything that IDEM will email the mayor and myself, that we're always, if they email us, it's us too.
All right.
So,
most of the time it's informative versus punitive or threatening.
yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm good.
Okay. New business, ordinance number 1783, 2025, an ordinance amending the zoning map of the city of Angola. This is 520 South, 100 East. This is first reading.
Mr. Mayor, having reviewed the recommendations of the Plan Commission, taking into account the comprehensive plan, current conditions and character of the structures and use in each district, most desirable use of the land in its current and proposed zones, conservation of property values throughout the city, and responsible growth and development, I move to adopt the proposed zoning change.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion?
Angola spelled incorrectly. I did my due diligence here. Now therefore be it ordained by the Common Council of the City of Angola. Just to test me. Well, you tested me well.
zoned at, Mayor.
Rita, please.
It's a residential zone district. The front lot, the south lot that they own is commercial. This is a lot adjacent to them that they also owned, and it was zoned residential. So they're just, they want to combine those lots, so they have to have the same zoning.
Are they expanding a business?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I got it.
Yes.
Makes sense.
It's in the body on the first page near the bottom.
Here.
Let's see here. ANGO. ANOGOLA.
Ready for the question? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed? Request approval of the lien and utility bad debt report totaling $1,270.11 for the 12 months ending December 31st, 2024.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Set elected official salaries for 2026.
Information with me. Did you have the CPR? What was it?
2.7 current. I think 2.8 when we started the process of review, and it's down to 2.7 now.
We would give the mayor and the clerk treasurer 2.7% increase and keep the council at its current numbers.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Request approval of the agreement for professional services for project administration from Dixon Engineering in the amount of $88,300. This is the water painting rehabilitation project that we're working on. Waukegan Division 1 and 2, isn't it, Amanda?
This one's Division 4. This I missed on our last meeting.
Is 3 and 4 or just 4?
This one's specific just to 4 because
Okay,
it's
all right.
4 is just the tower painting.
And do they answer to you then, Amanda? You know, I looked through that, there's a lot of things that are watched.
Yeah, it would be probably coordination between Mitch, the water superintendent, and myself. He would probably do more of what he wants construction wise of the towers, and I would be more administrative
Okay.
questions.
I was just curious who the owners from our side were.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't look close enough. Is there a timeline on this then, as far as the proposed project?
So we are looking to have this particular project completed by next July. And there is a provision in there that each water tower can only be out of service for 50 days. So that's really the more crucial one to us, is that we can prepare for that when one tower is down. But they are looking to be done with that.
That's the one on Main Street on.
The one on Calvary and then 300 North are the two towers that are being moved.
Are we gonna hear complaints about losing pressure then, Amanda? Is that gonna be a problem?
We should be proactive enough to where that isn't an issue. I think we'll probably have some contingency plans in the case of a fire, or something like that, but everyday residential usage
Shouldn't affect it.
should be, fine.
Move to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Clerk treasurer's depository statement and cash reconcilement for the month ending June 2025 is presented for your information. Reports, clerk.
One from you, Mayor.
Kim.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Rita.
No report.
Mr. Marple.
No report, Mayor.
Mr. Gaff.
No report, Mayor.
Mr. Ritter.
No report, Mayor.
Chief Harder.
No report.
Right around the room. Amanda.
I got an email last Friday from INDOT about community crossing program, so I think I've talked to you guys about that before. That is changing. So they are going to have a call this October for 2026 construction. So we will plan on applying for that, but some of the highlighted changes are community crossing used to have 2 calls a year. They are reducing that down to 1 call a year, with a $1 million total application that we can apply for. And the fund is now capped at $100 million per year. So I'm working on some data and some numbers that I will send to you all of kind of the history. We do about, and have done about $1 million of construction a year historically. And I would say, Jennifer probably can rattle off the number, but this grant fund was probably 4 times the size of what it is going to be, so it is going to be significantly less. So I will get something to you. Obviously, it's budget time and, you know, things that we need to think about and consider for the next coming years on road maintenance, treatment options, things that we're gonna do to continue to have high-quality roads here.
Since Maumee is US 20 and state designated and so forth, is there any thought that the state would be paying for the fixing of 20 with all our massive trucks that keep going through it? I mean, this is a special case, and obviously Carmel can say the same thing, and a whole bunch of people say the same thing. But up here, it's a little more dramatic, since there's other alternatives down there than there is for us.
Sure, yeah, so US 20 and North Lane 127 NDOT owns. So certainly, I mean, I think it goes a long ways to have elected officials kind of, you know, stand behind all of us of like, hey, look, we're repairing all of our roads, what are you doing, NDOT, to repair your roads through our communities, things like that. They are ultimately the responsible entity.
Are they putting, as far as you know, any sort of budgetary thoughts on fixing those roads? Or it's just whenever they need it, there's not pressure on it?
NDOT has at least a 5-year plan that they will publish out. I can tell you the US 20 is not on that, but 127.
For the next 5
is.
years?
Correct.
Okay, so
Beyond that,
can there be, again, as far as you know, can there be, this is a disaster waiting to happen again on 20, to have some need for reconstruction or fixing of it?
yeah, absolutely, and I
And
think,
so do they have contingency to put money into that, you think?
I can't answer that. I mean, if you had a huge sinkhole and US 20 went away, probably. If you said, we need our road fixed, probably not.
Just gotta tough it out.
Yeah, but I think that every opportunity that any of us have in dealing with NDOT or elected officials or any of that to tell our stories is important, you know, so those are things that, as you guys go to different things to talk about our truck traffic and things like that.
Clearly, we're gonna have to start making some real noise about the truck traffic on US
Well, the
20.
increase right now from that toll road construction has been noticeable to most people.
Astronomical.
So the damage from that with that construction is, I'm sure that, and I hope,
Well, back to community
Yeah.
crossings, this year's $1.5 million that we're doing.
No, they've changed that. It's,
They took away from this year? That I had not heard. How much did
yes, it's down to $1 million, and then in the subsequent years, it will be $1 million.
So what we've already bid out for this year.
So what we bid out is what we bid out. So we have construction.
That's what I'm asking.
Oh, sorry, yes. What we are under contract, and API has been awarded. They're looking to start construction next month on that, and that is,
This year's.
that is good.
Yeah, $1.5 million, yeah.
Yes.
So, and chances are we will not see $1 million next year would be my guess.
Potentially. I mean, I think Chad and I have talked about roads and what we wanted to apply for, and I think we'll certainly apply for this October call for next year. What we actually receive, I think everyone's in the same boat as us.
Yeah. It's not good news regardless.
Correct.
Can I ask one more thing? Railroad crossings. On Calvary Lane, that was taken care of by the railroad company all those years ago. They're also assuming responsible for the one on 20.
Yes,
Okay, so we don't have to worry about the state doing that.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And they're also working on Mill Street. Mill Street's in pretty bad.
Mill Street, I've reached out to the railroad, and that is on their
Yeah.
repair timeline for this year, yes.
They've already got the rails
Yes.
positioned down there, so I assume that hopefully yet this summer they'll get Mill Street put back to the way it ought to be.
They have said that
Yeah.
they will, so yes, hopefully.
Anything else, Amanda? Chief?
Have nothing, sir.
All right. Request approval of allowance of accounts payable. Voucher 75,244 through 75,472, totaling $2,074,945.09, including interfund transfers of $856,724.70.
Move to approve.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Is there any other new business? Hearing none, the next meeting of the Common Council will be Monday, August 4th, 2025. We are adjourned. Thank you all.